Mohit,
Yes, sir.
can you introduce yourself?
Sir, I am Dr. Mohit and I am a medical graduate from IAS New Delhi, and I am being born and brought up in Rajasthan. And my father is civil engineer from civil engineer and Jalgaon department. My mother is homemaker. My younger sister is para athlete at state level, and I keep interest in swimming, table tennis, and karate. And I am currently working as an intern at UPSC in Faridabad district of Haryana.
Okay, good. So you are a pass out of prestigious medical institutions, AIMS.
Yes, sir.
So don't you think you have wasted a precious government seat for means you became a doctor, now you are coming to be here to become an IAS officer. So we need, means India or our society need more doctors than government officers. What do you think?
Sir, as per the WHO report regarding doctor population ratio, India has currently 1:852 doctors, one doctor per 852 population if we include both Ayush and allopathy. So, and WHO has also recommended it to be 1:1000, one doctor per 1000 population. So, I think there is a more of dissimilarity in the number of doctors, that more are in urban, less are in rural area. While coming to my the thing that I am wasting my seat, sir, I think that I am not wasting my seat. I have acquired medical training and skills in my during my 5-year tenure, and I have gained the nitty-gritties of medical education, medical system, and I think my vision to contribute to the civil services using that same knowledge, I won't be wasting my seat and my knowledge that I have acquired in 5 years.
So which type of skills you have acquired through your graduation, which will you think that be useful in delivering good governance?
So first thing is, I think I have gained more empathy, and another thing is I have developed discipline and consistency, while also I have developed leadership skills while doing my internship. Like in the emergency department, I have handled the cases of trauma, road traffic accidents, and another is I have worked and with calmness in under the stressful situations that I have worked. So these qualities I think would be much useful in delivering civil services.
So any duty assigned to you during COVID period?
No, sir. Back then I was just in the first year.
Okay. So no specific. You also connected your integrity, that you acquired integrity through this your education, which will be utilizing in governance. But when as a common citizen, when we see towards the medical fraternity or the medical practice, particularly the private sector, okay, so that sense of integrity somewhere, that so many tests are recommended, so many the prescriptions of medicine or the cost, that out-of-pocket expenditure. So whatever assumptions patient come out when from the hospital is that he has charged so much than the required. So there this integrity, what you are talking about, that integrity, we seems to be missing or reducing. What is your take on that?
Yes, sir. There is definitely in the recent years in the private sector we have seen that doctors are taking 30% commission from the pharma sector to prescribe medicines. In that manner, they are somewhere they are overprescribing the tests and medicines. And several cases in the COVID also we have seen that the integrity of medical profession and the ethics are undermined. But largely, if we see in the government sector and government setup, and also in the lot of private sector also, the medical ethics are upheld very well. I have seen my seniors and professors doing very well at the level of ethics and integrity. They are following the 4 ethical rules of do no harm to the patient and don't overcharge, So these yes, there are problems, but the most of the medical community fraternity is following the medical ethics.
Do you have any example from your personal life that where you as a fraternity or your team or your seniors or the professors, the teachers, they have gone out of box and helped the patient or the situation, handle the situation? Any example?
Sir, there is one example where there was I was posted in pediatric oncology during my posting. Then there was a patient from very poor background, and his child was having retinoblastoma, and there was no scope of improvement. Then the doctor, my professor, who connected him with an NGO, his name was Can Kids, that were helping the cancer kids to provide the medical equipments and the medical drugs, cancer drugs especially. So I have seen this, that they have gone outside their boundary and helped the patient in this way.
So on one side you are saying that there is a integrity, good people are there, you are also fed up of that environment, but at the same time you are also accepting that yes, some bad practices are happening, going on. So how can we manage this?
So currently government has launched ATCOM program at the first level of undergraduation, and at this they are taught how to have a good attitude, communication skills and empathy towards the patient, and also this will be the first step. We should be imbibing with the empathy in them. But I also think that by less overburdening the doctors and increasing their salary proportionately, this thing can be curbed. Also, we can increase the regulatory approach by CDSCO, that is Central Drug Authority. This can curb the nexus between the pharma and drug manufacturer, pharma and doctors.
Okay, so last year there was one very unfortunate incident happened in West Bengal with respect to lady doctor, that rape incident and all that. So with respect to that particular and the thing you highlighted currently, overburdening of doctors, they have been given the duty of 48 hours, 72 hours continuity and all that, whether it is a lady doctor or the gents doctor, all that. So how can we overcome all safety perspective as well as this overburdening? How can we manage?
Sir, the overburden is at the level of PG students, not at the level of PG students. So at the level of PG students, we can increase the number of seats. Like currently, at least 2 to 3 lakhs of UG aspirants for PG aspirants are appearing for approximately 50,000 of the PG seats, both government and private. So there is a lot of burden over the number of seats. So seats are less, we can increase the number of seats, we can increase the super specialty. And like as the UP government has also done that, they are improving the number of medical colleges per their district. So this can be first way to increase the number of seats. Second thing is for the increasing the safety, we can employ more CCTV cameras. Another thing is that the violence is mostly due to the lack of communication between the patient and the doctor, and this is also due to overburdening of the doctor, as we don't have time to communicate him properly. So we have to do the healthcare infrastructural changes. The basic is increase the number of doctors and also the nursing staff and other paramedical staff. And at the level of emergency, where the most of the violence is happening, we can inculcate a counselor who is better able to manage the situation, or establish a rapid action team. So in this way we can deal with both the issues of overburdening of doctors and then the violence against the doctors.
So in your second answer you told that as far as the WHO norms are concerned, doctor to patient ratio, we are complying that or near to that as far as the numbers of doctors is concerned, that is not an issue. But now you are saying that there is a issue of the numbers of doctors.
Sir, that is the WHO norm is mainly for the overall population, but it is not making sure of the every local complaint that is present there. Like I have seen the cases of AIIMS New Delhi. So at the AIIMS, there are many doctors, but the burden of the patient over them is too much. Same case if we see in the VMC and major hospitals. The basic main root is that we lack the primary and secondary health care better. So due to this, the most of the patient gets centralized at the level of central institutes. So this is the problem. Overall, we have good number of doctors, but the distribution is very disorganized.
So in a way, what can we do that so that doctors can ready to work in the rural areas, remote areas? That is the issue. Means in government sector as well, doctors tend to settle in urban city only. Then they try to migrate, and then 2 days a week, 1 day a week, like that they visit. And private practitioners, they never settle in the village area, remote areas. They try to have their practice in urban centers. So what can be the solution for this?
So for this, various government have done various reforms. Like first is Rajasthan has given incentive to work in rural area. They give incentive in the form of increasing marks in NEET PG numbers. Second incentive that is given by the Gujarat is they have introduced rural board policy. So these are working, but they have not fructified as a major thing. Because the rural areas lack the proper security that the doctor is thinking about. There is lack of growth opportunity. So we must provide him that security at his workplace. Second thing is we must provide him growth opportunity, and we should increase his incentives to go and serve in that rural area.
Okay. Thank you. Now, Krishna sir.
Yeah. Your name is Mohit.
Yes, sir.
Mohit, recently I have heard that your Pushkar festival is eroding its identity. Is it true?
Sir, I don't know about this.
Or can you elaborate what is the festival?
Sir, in the Pushkar festival, it is organized in the Ajmer district of Rajasthan. There is Pushkar lake, believed to be originated from the Brahma, and it is the only sacred place where the Lord Brahma is worshipped. And there again, this Pushkar festival is organized. In this, a lot of camel and other livestock trade is happening, and also various cultural events are organized there.
You told that it is known for camel, but this year 4,000 horses were there versus 1,400 camels. So can we call it as a horse festival from today?
So it's traditionally, it is due to traditional reasons, it is called as a camel fair festival. But if it is change in demography of the animals is seen, so first of all we will go with the historical term, and if the trend will continue, then we can call it as a overall livestock fair festival.
Similarly, there was over tourism in your Jaisalmer. So it is okay, like disturbing that fragile desert ecosystem and like gathering such huge people in the border area. What's your opinion on it?
Sir, yes, government has promoted tourism as a service in the service sector, and it is considerable. It is supporting the considerable economy, and this increasing number of tourists going to this area, at the border area, is not much good, but it is also good in the sense of economy as providing livelihood. But seeing with the security term, as it is near the Indo-Pak border, there can be issues of espionage associated if someone infiltrates that area. So both things must be balanced, keeping in eye that the livelihood of people is essential, while this national security issues are also mandatory.
That's why I'm asking what your government is doing for this.
Sorry sir, I'm not aware.
Okay, so as your doctor and recently there are so many fortification programs are going on for like reducing malnutrition,
Yes, sir.
specifically rice fortified rice distribution.
Yes, sir.
Will this reduce literally malnutrition or increase the dependency on such fortified food? What is the evergreen solution for this? We should keep continuously distributing this fortified rice, or we can have another approach. So that will increase the dependency. People will ask more fortified, more fortified. So what is this then? How to deal with this?
Sir, yes, as per the NFHS data, India has almost 20 to 35% of children are suffering from stunting and wasting. And this government has used this fortification program to reduce the hidden hunger. But despite NFSA, we are facing the malnutrition, and we should approach a different approach in tackling this. We should, sir, identify the children and increase the number of nutrition rehabilitation center. And
How? I'm asking substitute for the fortified rice, or there are so many that micronutrients are provided. Rice is only example, like your iodine salt is also there.
yes, sir.
That iron and folic acid tablets are there. But if people are becoming dependent on such things, that will be very difficult for government to provide such large population. Another question to you is that you basically belong to the semi-arid region.
Yes, sir.
So how people are managing their diet, or how the diet is correlated with the local cropping pattern? How you people are maintaining your balanced diet?
So in my area, the most of the things that are consumed in the our staple diet is, first is the wheat, another is pulses, another is the bajra whenever it is available in the summer season, and also sarso is this mustard. So mustard is heavily available. So seeing the carbohydrate intake, protein intake, and this fat intake, I think it is well balanced diet. And also the diet from dairy sector, it is also good. But there is relative deficiency of protein, as the most of our area is vegetarian itself. So that protein deficiency is there in our area.
Okay. So you born in Zunzunu,
Yes, sir.
correct? And that belong to the Shekhawati region.
Yes, sir.
How your dialect is different than other Rajasthani dialects? Any speciality?
Sir, our dialect is relatively more harsh or louder, as it is near the Haryana belt. So while other areas have relatively softer dialect, as far as I've seen among my batchmates who are from different parts of Rajasthan. So I think this is the major difference.
Dr. Mohit, what you have observed that best practices that was implemented in Sikar district by earlier administrators?
Sir, one of the best practices I have seen that they had started one city beautification program they have collaborated coaching industries, as my area is famous for coaching industries, NEET and JEE. So they have collaborated with them. They asked for funds from them. They had made a separate ways like thing on the divider of the road of the most of the part of the district, and they have planted various trees which are mostly suited for arid regions. So this has reduced relatively pollution, and it has increased the beautification of city, and also by this along with this the headlights, city lights were established. So as far as I remember, this is the best I have seen.
Okay. Do you know the father of Indian medicine?
Sorry, sir.
Father of Indian surgery or surgery?
Sorry, sir.
Since your background is a medical background, do you think there is a need of a bridge course so that MBBS or BMS or other streams will be integrated with this particular system?
Sir, there is a major, this is one of the major thing that is in the discussion, that regarding the bridge course. As the bridge course, they are trying to integrate the Ayush people and nursing students and pharmacists to give them 6 months training so that they can write the allopathic medicines. But in my view, sir, this 6 months is not good enough, because most of the doctors who are doing the allopathic training, they have undergone 5 years of training. It will be a insult to their practice, their hard work. And another thing is, if we are going to introduce it, we should do at least 1 year or 2 years of training. If we are going to giving to them, so as most of them are practicing in rural area, this will effectively reduce our burden discrepancy that we see, that mostly doctors are in the MBBS doctors are in the urban areas, while these other healthcare systems are in the rural area. So this will help, but this must be done. If it is done, then it must be done with a regulatory oversight, and there must be quality test before passing them to give the allopathic medicine. So, sir, the dilution of medical allopathic medicine should not be there at the cost of people. It will be harming the rural life.
National Medical Council. Who is the chairman of National Medical Council?
आपल्याला सरकारी नोकरी हवी, प्रशासनास काम करायचंय, कुठंतरी सुरक्षित रोजगार हवा असेल तर चला मग आजच जळगावला दर्जी फाउंडेशन जळगाव ख्वाजामिया दर्ग्याच्या समोर गणेश कॉलनी रोडला 2ऱ्या मजल्यावर दर्जी फाउंडेशनच्या भव्य कार्यालयाला भेट द्या आणि आपलं सरकारी नोकरी असेल, UPSC, MPSC, पोलीस, सैन्य, बँक, रेल्वे, जेई सर्व सेवा असेल, ते ठरलं असेल, ते स्वप्न साकार करा आणि चला दर्जी फाउंडेशन जळगावला.
What are the best practices introduced during this 2020 Act in NMC?
Sir, in this, they have increased the number of independent members are introduced in this to reduce the corruption that were earlier made on the MCI, Medical Commission of India. Also, under this, they have tried to increase the competency-based medical education. They have provided new method to increase the skills in the doctors. So, and the initially what I told, that independent members are also essential for the transparency in the NMC system. So this is what I am aware of.
There is a separate board for ethics. What is the function of ethics board?
Sir, the main function of ethics board is to give approval for the research that are going to be undertaken in the medical field.
Okay. IMA, there is always an issue that some advertisements are going on, and it claims that IMA is endorsing this advertisement. Whether it is good or bad for the society. If any Indian Medical Association is endorsing these products.
Actually, I am not aware which products they are endorsing.
Sometimes you observe that some toothpaste, like Sensodyne is there.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So it is a good practice that a private body is endorsing these products.
Sir, it depends on the thing that if it is medically tested and proven, then I think it must be promoted for the betterment of people. Else they would be consuming different another misleading, spurious things. So if it is properly tested and proven, then I think it is good thing to do.
You just told about the CDSCO, Central Drug Laboratory. What are the best practices they are implemented for this particular cases? In case of drug research. because recent incidents was there, some child deaths due to the cough syrup in
Yes, sir.
Andhra Pradesh and in Tamil Nadu. That particular pharma company was blacklisted.
Yes, sir.
So what was the reason behind this particular cough syrup case?
Sir, actually it was the Coldref cough syrup that was manufactured by Tamil pharmaceutical industry. Actually in this cough syrup, actually the PEG, polyethylene glycol, it is allowed only at 2 to 3%. But in that particular cough syrup, it was found to be 52%. And that was found to be lethal to the children of the Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan. And similar case happened back in last year when the children were found dead in the Gambia. So it has reduced our image with us to pharma exporter also.
So being a medical practitioner or being a medical in the medical field, so after becoming IAS as a DM, how you categorize this particular incidents and how you report these particular problems to the government?
So first of all I will do the preliminary inquiry regarding the case. Second of all, I will suspend or blacklist the particular pharma industry. Third thing is I will check all the batches of that particular industry whichever are delivered in the market. I will try to get hold of all those, and simultaneously I will ask the government to increase the number of drug inspectors and increase the number of drug laboratories for better testing of the generic medicines, so that the trust of the doctors and people increase over the generic medicines, and it will benefit the people also.
Okay, recently in the last year there was a WHO MOU with the traditional medicinal system. So we are having this particular center. In which city this center is located?
Sir, as far as I'm Jamnagar, Gujarat.
So is it good practice that WHO is promoting this traditional Indian system of medicine, or you can say the traditional system of medicine?
Sir, it also lies in the similar fact that if we are going to integrate the IAS system, we must integrate them after the scientific analysis and research, like the clinical trials. Like in the AIMS, I have seen there is a clinical trial going on regarding the yoga being used as controller of this non-communicable diseases, hypertension and diabetes. They are seeing that if the person is continuously doing yoga, how it is affecting him. So if we integrate the Ayush by using the clinical trials and methodologies that is available as certified in the allopathic system, so then I think, sir, this endorsing of WHO of Ayush system is very beneficial for our country, as our traditional knowledge will be helpful to our people only.
Okay, the last question. You are championing karate,
Yes, sir.
okay, and table tennis. That means you have some sport will and as a sport person.
Yes, sir.
How will you impact a society, or you can say the children's at large, for the physical fitness by using your knowledge as a being district magistrate?
Sir, if I am district magistrate and if I have to promote sports to the children and with my knowledge of the sports, sir, first I would be making the early identification of children best suited for specific games or sports. I will start the information education communication programs, IEC programs, for increasing the sports movement. Like as our Honorable PM has done 2 years back, he has endorsed one of the fitness influencer. So these things are important, and by using the Khelo India funds, I will increase the number of championships, either for table tennis or if javelin or other field or track events. Simultaneously, sir, I will also focus on the para sports that is ongoing and is important part of people with disabilities. So in this way, I would like to integrate the sports to increase the mental and physical fitness of children.
India as a country invests a low amount in terms of education and health promotion. So let us suppose कि if there is a chance of promoting Indian medical service as an all India service, would be in your would you be in favor of that, and what would be your reasons? Indian medical service.
Sir, Indian medical service was initially in the talks after the independence that we should integrate started, but politically it was not feasibly done back then. Sir, but if I am going to support it, then it will create a unified system of governance structure. Health administration will be improved by this. That all countries, all states will be having similar health administration. If there is better health administration, like there is in Telangana, there is specific organ donation campaign they are undergoing, and by this they have increased the number of organ donation more than the national average that we have. So these practices will be better able to percolate in all of our country system. So I think it will be beneficial for the people. But states, this health is a state subject, so states are opposing this as it will be reducing their autonomy over the Indian medical system, as they have already lost in the cases of IAS and IPS. So this is
If that is implemented, would you think the problem of rural-urban divide in terms of access to healthcare, would it reduce or would it remain the same?
Sir, if the number of Indian medical services, if they are integrated at a large scale, then I think it would be reduced at some level, but it won't be solving it completely. It will require a multifaceted approach to reduce it, as we also need nurses and we also need A&M, ASHA and other paramedical staff to improve the healthcare system. So it is not only the number of doctors that will decide, it is the whole medical fraternity must be there to serve the rural public.
Okay. So Rajasthan's Kota district is known for coaching industry.
Yes.
As you said, your area is also famous for coaching industry, right? So why is there decentralization of coaching industry from Kota and footfall has reduced by 50%?
Yes, sir.
What is the reason behind that?
Sir, the main reason is in the past, for past few years, there has been increased number of suicide by the aspirants of the medical and engineering sector. The second thing is the owners of the coaching industry themselves have seen that there is a local demand rising, so they have opened industries, coaching in different parts of the country. And the third thing is increase of online education system. This have post-COVID, this has also resulted that the number of students going to the quota is reduced.
In your achievements and distinctions, you have not mentioned any position of distinction or leadership in school or college. Any specific reason behind it?
Sir, actually in my school and college, I was not much into the student politics. I had prioritized more to the academics. But also with this, during our annual fest, I have headed the public relation department, in which I had at least 60 to 70 students under me, and we have increased the sales of our tickets, the delegation tickets in the fest. So in this way I contributed, and all.
Why didn't you mention that? It is also kind of leadership only, right?
Sir, if I
It's not that only political leadership is the leadership.
If I talk in the real terms, these are filled in February when the prelims was approaching.
Okay.
And this time I don't know how to fill it, and I submitted it without editing. All these were filled back in the February. I was not able to edit them. I just submitted the part 3 submission, and I don't know that the part 3 submission is the final submission, and
Okay. So let us suppose कि you are opting for Indian Administrative Service as your first service preference. So don't you think leadership plays an important role throughout an aspirant's life and after becoming a officer also? What would you say about that?
Sir, yes sir, this leadership plays a very important role in our while we are aspirant and while we are in the civil services. Sir, at the level of as an aspirant, it helps us to guide our supporters, our peer groups towards the particular good line, that so that we can achieve good results. While in the civil services, we have to guide a lot of people towards achieving the goal that are given by the government for the betterment of people.
Okay. Can you give some specific reasons behind irregularities in conducting the NEET exam and paper leaks, and what has the Rajasthan government done in this regard at the state level?
Sir, 2-3 years back there were a lot of paper leaks that were happened in the Rajasthan state at the level of job applications and also in the NEET examination. After this, the government has passed Public Examination Prohibition of Cheating Act, and at the level of state government, they have used the police to curb and identify the perpetrators. They have punished those perpetrators mostly, and they have given the coaching guidelines related to this also. And, sir, I am aware of only.
What is the role of coaching mafias in this regard?
Sir, there is a lot of nexus of the coaching mafias with the main administrators who are making the paper. Like sir, in the case of RPSC, Rajasthan Public Service Commission, it was found that the main paper setter has leaked many papers of the mains examination to the coaching mafias. So both were punished after this revelation was happened.
Okay, Mohit. Nice to have a conversation with you. Any question you would like to ask us?
Sir, the first is this leadership for Khali area.
So now your formal interview is over. So we can go back. After 2 minutes we will discuss. Then we will call you again. डेट आई है आपकी इंटरव्यू की?
No sir.
नहीं है ना, ठीक है। तो आपके पास टाइम है, तो राइट फ्रॉम की जो एंट्री है, एंट्री करते समय भी आपको वहाँ पर भी डोर होता है, तो उस डोर को भी नॉक करना है, ठीक है। फिर उसको नॉक करके फिर खोल देना है। खोलने के बाद फिर वहाँ से मैं कमिंग वहाँ पे खड़े रह के पूछना है, पूछते पूछते अंदर नहीं जाना है, ठीक है। वहाँ पे खड़े रह के पूछो, मोल्ड वगैरह होने की जरूरत नहीं, खोल के स्ट्रेट आपकी जो पोजीशन है वैसे खड़े रह के फिर पूछो मैं कमिंग नहीं, और फिर आके फिर चेयर के पास आ जाओ और वहाँ से फिर ग्रेड करो। तो ग्रेड कर देंगे तो आपको बैठने के लिए बोल देंगे, फिर बैठ जाना, ठीक है। सो दिस इज फर्स्ट की रिगार्डिंग दैट एंट्रेंस, वो वाली बात है। उसके बाद जो आपके पॉजिटिव्स जो है, पहले तो स्माइल आपकी बीच बीच में जो है काफ़ी अच्छी है, रिलैक्स करते हैं आपको भी भी, तो वो कंटिन्यू रखना। उसके बाद और एक पॉजिटिव आपकी बात यह है कि you are listening very carefully to the question, then you are thinking, ठीक है। so हमारा क्वेश्चन कंप्लीट होने के पहले ही आप रश नहीं कर रहे हैं, ठीक है। you are taking time, 5 सेकंड 10 सेकंड 15 सेकंड, that's a good thing, okay। जो आप फ्रेम कर रहे हैं आंसर को सोच रहे हैं, तो वो भी आदत आपको कंटिन्यू रखिए, that is good thing। जो है इंग्लिश भी ठीक है आपका, कोई दिक्कत नहीं समझने में वगैरह को, वो भी जो है whatever you want to convey, you are able to convey as। विद रिस्पेक्ट टू कंटेंट प्रिपरेशन जो है, थोड़ा सा जो आपका मेडिकल साइंस कुछ प्रिपरेशन है और राजस्थान को लेकर कुछ प्रिपरेशन है, लेकिन अभी टाइम आपके पास है तो बहुत कुछ आप कर सकते हो। जैसे सर के जो क्वेश्चंस थे, कुछ फैक्चुअल क्वेश्चन भी सर ने पूछे थे जानबूझ के, ठीक है। तो ये मत करना कि सर फैक्चुअल क्वेश्चंस को क्यों प्रिपेयर किया जाए क्या, तो ठीक है मतलब देखो यूपीएससी में सारे क्वेश्चंस के आंसर्स आने चाहिए, दैट इज नॉट रिक्वायर्ड, बट लेकिन ऐसे कुछ बेसिक क्वेश्चंस देख सकते हैं, प्रिपेयर कर सकते हैं आप, ठीक है। अभी जाते समय केबिन में एक अपना बुकलेट भी है मेडिकल साइंस का, जो इंस्टेड ऑफ 280+ क्वेश्चंस है उसमें, जो अपने पूरे मेडिकल सेक्टर और बाकी आयुष को रिलेटेड जो सारे बनाए हुए, तो वो एक बुकलेट लेके जाना। एंड प्लस एक करंट अफेयर्स वाला भी बनेगा मेडिकल सेक्टर को लेके, 2-3 दिन में मिल जाएगा, तो वो भी आप देखना, तो उससे बहुत कुछ प्रिपरेशन जो रिक्वायर्ड है वो हो जाएगी। जैसे एक सर ने भी पुष्कर को लेके पूछा था क्वेश्चन, तो प्रीलिम्स जब हम प्रीलिम्स का प्रिपरेशन करते हैं तो सारे फेमस फेस्टिवल्स सारे स्टेट्स के, ठीक है, यू आर फ्रॉम राजस्थान, और राजस्थान का बीकानेर हो, पुष्कर हो, ओवरऑल टूरिज्म के लिए राजस्थान इज वेल नोन, ठीक है। वैसे तो माइनिंग आप कह रहे हो तो माइनिंग पे भी है, उस पर भी क्वेश्चन आ सकते हैं जो आपने नहीं पूछे हैं, लेकिन दिस आर द एरियाज की जिस पे आपको प्रिपेयर करना है अच्छे से, ठीक है। और जो सर ने क्वेश्चन पूछा था उसमें लीडरशिप को आपने डायरेक्टली पॉलिटिक्स के साथ कनेक्ट किया कि आई वाज नॉट मच इन पॉलिटिक्स ड्यूरिंग स्कूल, वो स्टेटमेंट काफ़ी गलत है, ठीक है। तो आई वाज नॉट मच इन एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलम एक्टिविटीज़, अगर ऐसा भी आप बोलते तो भी चल जाता, ऐसी कोई दिक्कत की बात नहीं है, लेकिन वो जो स्टेटमेंट है, वर्ड्स जो है सिलेक्शन ऑफ वर्ड, वो थोड़ा सा उसमें ये है। बाकी सर आप
कोई बेसिक चीज़ें हैं, टाइम है तो पढ़ना ही पड़ेगा बेटा, क्योंकि ये पुष्कर फेस्टिवल ऑलमोस्ट सभी न्यूज़पेपर में हर दिन आता था। ये तो बेसिक चीज़ें हैं। और वो जो ये बफेलो है उसकी डेथ हुई थी, 21 करोड़ उसकी इंश्योरेंस थी, तो बस इंश्योरेंस के लिए उसको किल किया गया, इस द ब्लेम। तो इट इज़ नोन फॉर योर कैमल लोकल ट्रेडिशन, बट ये सारी चीज़ें ना मार्जिनलाइज होती जा रही है, उसका इसेंस जा रहा है, तो ये सारी चीज़ें आपको थोड़ा सा बैलेंस बतानी है। जैसे माल न्यूट्रिशन पे जो चली थी, आई एम नॉट सेटिस्फाइड विद दैट, लेकिन टाइम है इसलिए हम भी थोड़ा एक्सट्रीम आपको सजेशन दे रहे हैं, दिखाओ टाइम कर सकते हो।
So what should be the my answer? The same question was asked.
Which one?
So malnutrition.
माल न्यूट्रिशन में देखो, अब जहाँ जहाँ जरूरत है, there should be multi-dynamic approach instead of just like providing the that fortified rice, and you can include the milk, dairy, ये veg, non-veg सारी, तो diversified food is the approach, not specifically giving specific nutrient to a staple food. That is not the approach.
For example, in Rajasthan also, in many districts, poly houses have come up, and in that poly house, several vegetables, several fruits, they are being cultivated. So that could mitigate the issue of malnutrition and micronutrient deficiency in Rajasthan. You could suggest like that. Also, rain harvesting, in the area of rain harvesting, there is intensive approach being followed by several IAS officers. Okay, that you could also, then traditional bunds, step wells, etc. You could give that answer. Besides, regarding your body language, we noticed that in first half you were quite normal, but in later half your hands got down thoda sa, so you were looking little bit nervous. Okay, after 1 or 2 questions you couldn't answer properly, then it happened, so you could take care of that. Okay.
आपके पास टाइम है, बस करो।
You could do it easily. Your area of expertise medical science, so you should know basic details and basic facts as pointed out. And regarding your state, right? Basic awareness.
I haven't prepared my script.
You can easily prepare so that you feel more confident.
You must know best practices of your district, that is the point. Why I am more focused on this particularly issue with Ayush integration, or you can say NMC, because in the recent last 2-3 years that was always in the news, and even in Modi's Man Ki Baat, he always focused on this particular Ayush system, Ayurveda, yoga. So there is always mention of, at least I think in Man Ki Baat, but so ever in Man Ki Baat were there, almost around 38 to 50 times he uttered about this particularly. And whenever there is a fest, any event regarding Ayush system, he personally goes there, like IA, All India Institute of Ayurvedic Science in Sarita Vihar is there. So for inauguration or for any event, he used to go there. Because of him, his efforts, we have Ayush Ministry separate secretary from the particularly Ayush system, it is from Ayurveda background. So at least you have to focus on this particular recent events, because there is much integration is going on. Okay, so that was my focus. That's why I'm asking about whether you are aware of this Ayush, Father of Medicine or Father of Surgery. That's why I'm asking. Similarly, they can ask you about the homeopathy also. There is also Father of Homeopathy. Okay. Then, since 2020 Act's corruption charges were there, NMC, National Medical Commission was there. So at least those who are having these portfolios, the main chairman, you must know the name of the chairman. Okay, because they general, because you belong to this particular field, you will get definitely such kind of questions. Different boards are there. Even you can visit the website, you will find members' seats were vacant. Even seats are not filled in the NMC. And if this is controlling this particular NMC is controlling the regulation standards of medical system. Okay, so definitely the area is important. Again, there is a revision in syllabus also. So at least you must know what are the new changes they brought in syllabus, curriculum framework. Defined timetable is there. That means schedules are there. New educational practices they are bringing. Okay, earlier there was no importance on PPT, or you can say the evaluation systems, different evaluation systems they are incorporating. You can say the essay writing simply. We are using MCQ, SAQ, VLQ type of examination, but there are theoretical assessments are also, different criteria are also mentioned. So at least have some insight why these changes are there. Again, particularly this International Yoga Day, international events related to medical system, modern Vaishushnam, you must go through this particularly. Then again, I will say about this because symbol logo change was also there. Logo change was also in the news. That means earlier that was black and white, now that is in the colors code. So must know the whether it is right or whether there are changes or not. Okay, this controversial question, they might judge your tilt. Okay, so that was the main reason. Then again about this particularly, you can say the cough syrup like issues, they are affecting the life of general people. So you must know these particular events, the background. Those regulating authorities are also important because all are in question. They suspended the doctor.
Yes, sir.
Okay, they suspended doctor, but the administrator, the pharma company, those who are approving the drug, all must be blamed. Okay. Then again, there are also issues with the vaccination. So definitely you can go for the issues related to this particularly because after the COVID, there are always a blame that the ratio of the heart attack. That means abruptly you will find the one is going and just heart attack got him. Okay, so that kind of issues are there. So whatever the issues impacting society at large, you must address. Then again, I just saw your this particular part. There is also a challenge like non-criminal year. Whether the SC community be brought in the non-criminal criteria or not. Okay, just because our CGI also highlighted this particular issue about the Gawai sir highlighted this issue. So at least if you are belonging to this community, then definitely go for this particular valid answer. There is needed. Okay, because this question will decide your tilt also and your psychology, whether you are pro, whether you are opposing this. Okay, because in Rajasthan, Meena is always in the news. If you see the first 100 selection in IAS, then in 100, if ST community, if you find, though you will always find Meena. Okay, so is there any sub division is needed, subcategorization is needed? So that will be the question for you. I think otherwise you've done well. All suggestions whatever we have given, just need more improvement, just need more insight for these particular questions. And again, for the current affairs, current is important. We have found that some lagging was there. Okay, so focus more on the current
For
affairs.
the good initiatives and practices, you can refer to Better India website. You will get ample of examples in Rajasthan specific. ठीक है?
ठीक है, तो you will good, you will perform good. The overall जो interview के लिए qualities and all that है वो तो seems to be good, but more practice and थोड़ा सा preparation जो content. अभी ओवरऑल में रहते हो या
सर अभी तो दैनिक इसमें ही बट हर बार दया वहाँ पे पीएचसी जाना पड़ता है हरियाणा में।
अच्छा जहाँ पे आप वर्किंग है
हाँ,
फरीदाबाद में।
यस सर।
ओके ओके ओके।
अभी वैसे लास्ट दिसंबर तक ही है, खत्म हो जाएगा इंटर्नशिप।
अच्छा ओके ओके उसका
इंटरेस्टिंग चल रहा है।
क्योंकि इसमें आपने यहाँ पे आपको ग्रुप इंटरव्यू एक्टिविटी भी पता होगा ना, जो जिसमें स्टूडेंट्स आते हैं, स्टूडेंट प्रैक्टिस करते हैं, तो इस तरह के उसमें भी आप प्रैक्टिस करते हैं, आपकी जो प्रैक्टिस है, क्वेश्चंस है, आंसर्स उसको रिफाइन कर सकते हैं आप।
Also, try to incorporate whatever experiences you are gaining at your workplace into what you are delivering or answering. ठीक है? Practical experiences. It should seem like you are experienced doctor, though your age is 23 only. So you are accomplished as well as experienced. That should be the case, right? Okay.